Ruby? Good, you guys? Good. Right, we'll go this way. Come on. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome along. I know some of you will be watching this back as part of the videos on the channel. Thank you very much. I've noticed since we've been doing the live highlights, more people are opting to watch the live highlight than the rest of the video back, but we're okay. We know that the real OGs are watching the whole thing. Look at this. Look at what's going on here. Good puppies. Good puppies. Stanley. Good boy. Good boy. Good morning, Irina. How are we? How's things? Here we go, buddy boy. Good puppy. Good, you too. How are we doing? How are we doing, Ruby? Yeah. What's this? You're not getting to rush up to other puppies. That's not how we work, bud. That is not how we work. Morning. How are we doing?
I'm fine. Is he okay off the lead?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a wee shih tzu at the back?
He is, yeah. This is Barney.
Well, this is Heidi. We've mostly shih tzu.
All right, okay. What's the rest of her? Do you know?
What's Kieran?
Kieran, lovely.
Hello.
A Kieran Terrier was my very first dog
Alright.
when I was a baby. We're going to move this lead, so here we go. Morning, everyone. Sorry, I know that there's chat coming through. We will come to that in a second or so. We'll come back to that. These women are talking about us as if I can't hear them. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Look at this. We've got some mushrooms. Can you see that? Can you see these things? Wherever they are. Probably not for human consumption, right? Someone will know. Someone in the chat will know, I'm sure. This terrain today is just horrendous for Ruby's lead. We're going to get snagged. I'm going to have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth 300 times. So bear with us on this morning's live stream. You all right, Stan? It's my boy. Yeah. You don't need to stand so much to attention, old bean. Yeah, that's better. Thank you for wagging your tail. Yes, you're a good puppy. You're a very good puppy. Right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I see some chat coming through. I see some lights coming through. Love that already. Let's get started with our introduction. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is, whichever time zone you're in, wherever you are in the world. Welcome along to Crighton Pet Services live dog walk. I'm Stephen Crighton. You joined me and 6 dogs out this morning. There are a couple of call-offs on Thursday. We're in half term here in Scotland and Edinburgh, so it's kind of mixed. I think some of the kids are off this week and some are off next week, so we've got a few absentees this weekend next week because the family are off doing things that include the dog, which, how very dare they? Don't they know that you guys want to see them? Don't they know that? We jest, of course, but the squad that we've got out today are all in pretty good spirits. We're at a location where we don't come very often, maybe once a fortnight, maybe once a month, and yeah, the reasons for that are a couple of reasons, but mainly the people who live here are, and I don't mean live here in the woods, but the surrounding area, the area that just kind of pops itself around here. Good boy, Charlie. Charlie's just doing his business. Let me pop the camera down for a sec whilst we pick up after him. Oh, why is that not standing up? There we go. Let's show you the pups. I'm still here, folks. So yeah, so the surrounding area is not, a couple of people who we've met on regular occasions in this area, and it's put me off coming all together. So we don't come very often, but as we've only got dogs today, and as the terrain is incredibly enriching for them, you'll see that they're very quiet and their noses are down a lot. Yeah, it's a good sort of time of the year to come here, and it's a good time of the year in relation to season to see all the leaves on the floor just now, but also a good time of the year in relation to the fact it's half term, so hopefully the area is a little bit quieter for us. Potentially. Who have we got in the chat? Oh, we've got Karen and Steve from NZ, Aria the rescue dog. Hello, how are we doing? We've got Irina, our #1 fan this morning. We've got Killer. Howdy, how we doing, bud? You well? Irina's telling us those are bad mushrooms. Just a few minutes ago we saw some mushrooms and I did a close-up of them. Yeah, I don't personally like mushrooms too much anyway, so I don't think I'd be going anywhere near them. But certainly I wouldn't be scavenging them from there, especially if they're still left behind. If nobody else has taken them, that's always a bit suspicious, isn't it? Who else is with us? Rel from South Africa. How are we, Rel? This is our squad. Welcome along. Yeah, there's lots. Is it Karen that's with us this morning from Aria's account? How are we? Are you both there? Yeah, there's lots to sniff. This is a great time of year for us, you guys. This is phenomenal. Sorry, Nell has now gone to the loo. Also, just at our side here, Barney on occasion has been known to eat her poo because she's got quite an interesting diet. We'll make sure that we don't leave any of that behind, much to his disappointment. Ruby's really... This is the time of year, this is the terrain that Ruby, this is the one that's on the long line, she's in her element. I was to let go of the other end of this line, attached to my leads, I'll show you in a second. If I was to let go, we'd lose her. I'd never see her again. Someone would have to find her, hand her into the police or something like that, because she wouldn't be for following us, she'd be out here for days, just following her nose. Her instincts are such that she just loves the hunt, basically. And that's a little bit frustrating from the time-sensitive part of my business. Obviously, these guys are out for an hour with me. That might not be obvious. I'm saying it's obvious. These guys are out for an hour, and if we'd left up to Ruby to set the schedule, it would be 7 hours. So, oh, welcome, Karen. That's good. That's good. Well, doing great. I feel amazing after watching your stream. Love from Joe Bird. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. I'm a big rugby fan, Rel. Really big rugby fan. I used to work for Scottish Rugby actually, once upon a time. Well, actually, twice upon a time. I was there, did something else and went back there. So, so whenever someone from the Rugby Nation, like Aria from New Zealand and you from South Africa join in, it's always nice to try and get a bit of connection rugby-wise. It opens a lot of doors all over the world. Mayank, good morning. How are we? Yes, handshake to you too. Reminded me, Mayank, that I've not done my usual, the likes on the stream. We usually tell the audience ahead of time what's happening with the likes, but I've not done it yet. But you've just reminded. I'm thinking Stanley's about to poo. He is, right. So we'll do that in 2 seconds. I'll show you the puppies from Stanley's point of view. This is from his perspective. I'll pick up after him. Well done, young man. Good boy. And then we'll talk about how the stream works to those that are joining us for the first time. I'm still here. Bear with us. Charlie, no, Charlie. Charlie's just jumped over a wall. Charlie has just jumped over a wall. He's just jumped over that wall and kind of pops down. He's coming back. He's coming. That's very athletic of you, young man. Good job. Good job. All right, so most people will be. Aha, wait a minute. We're going to take the dogs off road a little bit. This way, Yummy. This way. Barney, keep coming. Keep coming, buddy. One of the reasons we don't come here too often is because there's an Alsatian or German Shepherd that uses the area, and they're just coming in our direction just now. In case you're unfamiliar or you've not noticed, the dogs that we look after on the morning walk are just little guys. So this particular family don't really care about my business, and why would they, right? I mean, we're not. We're I don't expect them to give us any goodwill, but we'll give them all the goodwill. We'll just move out of their way. Good boy, Stanley. Good puppy. Good boy. Yes, you. I know you can wag your tail, buddy. I'm talking about you. We'll let them pass us. They have just gone. I don't know. There they are. I see them. See the bushes. That's probably enough time. Right, so back into the thick of the woods here. If you're watching for the first time, you're not familiar with what's going on. So I look after these dogs. This is my business. They aren't my dogs. I do have my own dog, but he's out on my afternoon session when we take out the bigger guys because he's a pointer. Anyway, the point is, you get the connection there. The point of the stream is to show the owners how the dogs get on, and since I started streaming, the owners have long since lost interest. They know exactly how well the dogs are looked after and such like. But new people to the channel are always fascinated. So you guys get your chance to be part of this session, and in particular to the dog's behaviour. So we reward good behaviour. That's really all we do to discipline the dogs. Occasionally, if we need to, we'll pop them on the lead or what have you. You'll see I've got a lead ready for one of the dogs, and we've got a lead each for them all. And Ruby, of course, is on the long line. She gets a little bit restricted access. So because they're so well behaved, we like to reward them. But I do that sporadically throughout the session, and we let that timing be determined by you guys. So whenever we hit 10 likes, or 20, or 30, or 40, or 50, we've once got up to 40. I don't think we've quite got to 50. We'll give the dogs a reward each time we hit that sort of 10, 20, 30 mark. And the way to do that, you can double tap on the screen if you're on a mobile device, or up here in the top corner, there's 3 buttons. You can actually do more there. You can view the channel, you can view the description of the video, you can do a lot of things in there. So we're so close to hitting 10 likes. It would be lovely to do it and to show you them getting a little reward. They will absolutely love you forever well, when that happens. I'm sure it will happen. There we go, we've been snagged again. I told you, anyone who's been on for a while, I said would be snagged left, right and centre by Ruby playing in this terrain, and it's happening. So looks like we've hit our 10, which is lovely. I'll pop the camera down. If I pop it here, then I'll feed them just at that tree or in between, and you get to see and hopefully still be able to hear me. Oh, my mic is attached. Of course you'll be able to hear me. What's this? Very nice people on YouTube have decided to merit you guys with a biscuit. Charlie, you want a part of this? Come on. Right, Otis, sit down. Barney, what are we barking at? Good boy, Charlie. Hey, what are you barking at? What are you barking at? You coming here for a biscuit? Otis, thank you. You've had one. Good boy. Good boy. I'm not sure if you caught them all getting their biscuit there, but they've all had. There's Barney just chomping on his. It's a direct thank you from you to them, but from me to you, thank you so much for for doing that. If you were here delivering that treat, you'd absolutely make their day. I'm certain of that. So it's the next best thing, right? Especially for those of you in other parts of the world that maybe can't quite get to Edinburgh for an 11 o'clock walk. The next best thing. The next best thing. So we're just about to come out onto the. We're going to call it the summit. We're only about 200 meters up. We're probably less than that actually. So it's not a massive hill, but it is one of the. Well, it's quite interesting. We'll talk about this in a second. But it's one of the 7 hills that Edinburgh is built on, and it's not technically owned. Maybe it is, but as far as usage is concerned, it's all to use, provided we do it respectfully, leave nothing behind but our paw prints. So we've got all our poo, make sure that that's not left behind either. And here we are at the top. The cairn's over there. We'll get a little photo of that, or we'll get a little setup of the dogs up there in a second. I'm just going to see what this woman is doing. She seems to have a lot of dog gear. I was going to say, but no dogs, but there's the dogs. Stanley! Good puppies. Good puppies. Right, it gives me a chance to jump into the chat just while we'll do a little loop. We'll go up to the cairn in a second. Let her have her time at the top. The box and the Scots are built tough, yeah. So tough that we have to borrow some now and again. And the Kiwis, of course, can, yeah. Rolo says hi. Maria says hi. Hello. Oh, puppy. After us doing our best to try and keep out these way, they're coming straight for us. Stanley, good puppy, thank you. Good boy. You need to go in there. Here you go, bud. Here you go. I'll just pop you on just to save disaster. Hello, puppies. Regular viewers, and then by regular I mean you would have to tune in every single time. I said hi to her the last time and she completely blanked me, so she can stick her morning up her backside. Is that passive aggressive enough for a Thursday morning? Hey, you're very sprightly. We don't mind meeting other dogs. We really don't. It's part of the thing. But quite regularly, what I'll say to owners is, "Hey, your dogs have just ran up to us. If it was the other way around, would you be happy with the 6 of these guys doing it to you?" And often they're like, "Oh no, probably not." And I'm like, "Well, yeah. So, you know, pay it forward and all that." But I could probably start an argument in an empty room. So this channel's about positivity. Get it? Positive. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Killer, you can't resist us. Don't even try and resist us. You know that you're on the dark side now. You'll love it. Yeah, so Edinburgh's built on 7 hills. We were talking about that a second ago, and this is one that we're on. Otis is at the summit. Do you see him going up to the cairn? I don't know if the camera's good enough to show you that, but he's up on the cairn now. One of the others is dead ahead. You can see that in the background, the sort of shadowy bit in the middle of the camera. This one across to our side is actually part of the same hill here. This is called the east part of the hill, and that is the west part. So I think technically we're built on 8 hills, but once upon a time someone decided it was 7 hills. I mean, they look like different hills to me. I don't know. And then way off in the background, they're actually covered by the sort of cloud cover just now. That's the sort of almost the border into another territory, another county. So here we are. Let's pop that there like that. Let's have a seat with the pups. Who's coming up? Who wants a biscuit? Who wants a biscuit? I'm not sure how many likes we've hit. I can't read it from here. In fact, the camera's not even facing me, but just because we've not hit the likes doesn't mean we can't give everybody some good rewards. Yeah. Good puppies. Good puppies. Good Charlie. Good Nell. Good you guys. Did you catch those joggers in the back of the shot there? I wonder if we're hampering their normal routine. Otis, don't you dare. Don't you dare. You're a rascal for being able to open that and steal. Who's coming up? Up. Up. Now. Good Barney. Charlie. Now. Come on. Now. Good Charlie. Good boy. It's like herding cats here. Now. Come on. Oh, they're up. Oh, I was going to say they're all up. Barney just jumped down. Come on, buddy. Come on. No. Never mind. Anyone interested in golf? Will we watch this guy take his putt? He's missed that by 5 feet. Boy chipping on. It's within about the same distance. There we go. Good you guys. Good puppies. 5 of you up. Come on, Barney. What's the problem, bud? What's the problem? It's way past my bedtime. Oh, Karen, have a great evening. Have a good night's sleep. We'll catch you tomorrow, I'm sure. Thank you for tuning in. Rose, you got Arthur's Seat as well? We do. We can't see it from where we are, unfortunately. It's off in this direction, behind those trees, behind the tree line. But yeah, you're absolutely right. So this one's actually, since you know, this one's Christopher Hill over in the background here. And we regularly use the braids on Blackford Hill as well. There we go. Doxing myself. All for a good cause, of course. All for a good cause. I'm sure there's a guy on TikTok and YouTube who can find anyone in the world just based on a photo or their video or whatever. He can pick out the background and tell where they are. I forget what his name is, but I'm pretty sure he would be able to find us if needs be. We're not exactly that well hidden. There we go. It's a bit calm today, isn't it? It's a bit. The dogs are not exactly running around tearing after each other. It's probably not the best for the highlights reel, but as far as they're concerned, this is the best from me delivering them back to their owners. They've had a huge amount of enrichment from the autumnal setting in the woods especially, and then a good amount of exercise. We'll probably do about 2.5k, which means that even the dogs that are closest to me will probably do double that. We used to have some trackers on some of the dogs in times gone by and sort of measure their output and things like that, and even the dogs that planted themselves to my ankle were still about double the distance than I was covering. So that's quite fascinating. So yeah, so some of them, Ruby, goodness knows what she'll do in multiples of 10 meters or whatever this is. So yeah, if you are enjoying our stream, because we're going to keep going for a little bit, but if you're enjoying it, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like. It obviously doesn't cost anything. It's a nice little way to add a bit of positivity to your diet, your social media diet. Is that the right term? I'm going to call it the right term. I'm getting dragged here. Look at this. She is just on a mission. It's this time of year that I suppose it's rewarding for her, but probably also a little bit frustrating. She's constantly getting directed by me. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. And yeah, I feel sorry for her, but if it was left up to her, she'd just keep her nose down, probably within a few square feet, and the rest of the team would potentially get a little bit frustrated by the lack of engagement and interaction that they were getting. So we need to find a balance for them all. And I think we do that quite well, but definitely autumn or fall, depending on the part of the world you're from, is by far the most challenging for what I do. And today, goodness me, it's not even a challenge yet. I say it's the most challenging. This isn't challenging, what we're doing. This is great because it's so dry. Let me show you the ground. This is like concrete. It's so dry. In a couple of weeks' time, or even it could even be a couple of days, depending on the way that the weather's going to pan out. But yeah, very shortly this path will be passable unless you've got like good boots on or Wellingtons, gum boots. Oh, just come. The girl who's walking up, she was very impressed with what the sushi called there. And she should be, right? It was good. It was good. Well done, buddy. And he'll get rewarded for those kind of things sporadically throughout the session. So you'll get some verbal praise from me just now. But the actual rewards come from you guys. If we hit 20, I should say, we've already hit 10. We'll do that. Rolo, social media diet. Yeah, that, well, I mean, it is. You get some positivity and you need to get your greens in your diet. I feel like this channel is part of that, you know. It's, I have multiple videos where I could show you horrible interactions between me and the public, or between public's dogs and our dogs. You can see how well their temperament is, how responsive they are, that kind of thing. That's what I want to show. That's how I want to build the channel. If it takes a million times longer than it would if I showed some controversial stuff or had controversial opinions or was very outspoken, I don't mind about that. I just really want the sort of people who are in this community of the channel to be coming to a place where it's enjoyable.